Hello, hello. It's your favorite licensed mental health therapist here, Jamerica. I am going to be inviting Miss Jolia Alexander to the live. We're going to be talking about the Soulful Sister Circle tonight and all things Soulful Sister Circle, what to expect. All right.
Hello.
Hey, hey.
Hi, Jamerica. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite well, my dear. How are you?
Well, it's cold outside, but it's warm in here, so I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Awesome. Glad to have you join me today.
Yes, yes, long day, but I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, I'm glad to have you. I'm glad to have you because the people want to know about the Soulful Sister Circle group.
Mm, mm-mm.
Yes. Yes, and so we're going to be talking about embracing healing, moving towards resilience, and all things Soulful Sister Circle. I really want to allow people to understand what is the group all about, like what's our motives, what's our mission, and where we're going with everything, where we're trying to get people to go, what direction we heading in.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I mean, take the floor and tell me a little bit about your perspective of the Soulful Sister Circle group.
You know, when I think about the group, and I'm so happy that we're doing it, is because it's creating that safe place for people to tap into themselves. We live in a world where it just feels like we're always going to have to be on the go. We always have to be strong. We always have to just keep going. But we don't have time to just sit and really think about, like, what do I need to be able to keep going? What do I need to resolve to be able to get that strength to keep moving forward? So one thing I love about this group is making space for you to be vulnerable with yourself, really tap in and say, okay, let me make room for me. I always say the best gift you can give to yourself is trusting and dealing with you so you can grow into your best self. So it's making that room for it. Yeah.
Okay, I love the growth. I love the best self. Absolutely. Whatever that looks like. And I think we're also holding a space for people to navigate what does that look like. Especially it's the new year, right? Everybody always like new year, new me. Well, what does this new you look like? What is
Yes,
that? How do we even come to that conclusion of like what this new version of me is? And I think that is another beautiful aspect that the Soulful Sister Circle is going to be able to bring to everybody, because not only will we be embracing this new version of us or this healed version of us or whatever the case may be, but we're going to be processing that and what exactly that looks like. Yeah.
no, yeah, absolutely. And then not only that, the greatest thing about that too is there's no rules on how that looks like.
Yes.
You know, so when you go through it, when you have experienced something, when you're feeling something, when you're giving yourself that space and that time to change, I like to say evolve, like you get to make those rules and gives yourself that space for that. So it's going to be great
Mhm.
being able to go there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I love that this group caters to many different type of women from many different walks of life. So it's a collaborative group, but we're welcoming women who have experienced different types of life obstacles.
Absolutely.
But we all have that same common goal of better navigating through it, coming out on top, being embracing and being resilient through it all, whatever life may throw at us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Also, what I love about this too is the space for you to be able to actually see that person like go through it and navigate, to get that empowerment for yourself. Because not only is it a space for you, it's a space for you to collaborate
Mm-hmm.
and to feel that growth of it. So even if you come in, let's just say you have a long day, because sometimes we have that long day. We come
Yes.
into this group, it's not just a place where it feels like, okay, what do I need to learn for myself? It's also leaning on another person to give you that strength to keep going, to keep learning.
Yes.
So not only will you be learning for yourself, you'll be teaching, you'll be collaborating, so you can start putting those pieces together in your life and feeling that strength and that balance that you need to feel like, let's keep going in 2024. Hmm.
For sure, which is my favorite part about group work is
Yeah.
is that you get that sense of community and connection and collaboration. Community, connection, collaboration. Yes.
Yes, I love that.
You get those three C's, the triple C's.
Yes.
So and so if you want to do the honors of maybe talking about a few things that they can expect within the group, what are some things as far as maybe tools that we'll be utilizing to help people navigate through those life obstacles?
Absolutely. Well, one thing I love very much is tapping into, like, we call it the inner child in some ways, which is basically saying, like, how do I really get to those deep emotions, and what are they really trying to say to me? So how do I get to that place of really understanding what emotions are affecting me, and how do I feel like I'm in tune with it to know how I can get to myself?
Hmm.
A lot of times we're seeking that sense of validation or something from something so we can feel fulfilled. But what it's trying to help you know is that I can work with myself to feel empowered to keep moving forward. And so we're going to be learning some words like mindfulness, which is basically how can I get in tune with me? What is my body saying? What is my feelings need? So I can be able to journey on. And that's something that you can go throughout your day. So for instance, if you're at work and it just feels, you feel triggered or you just feel tired or something like that, you can tap into yourself to say, okay, let me see what I need. How do I ground myself in a space where I feel strengthened to keep going? So it's not just something that just feels like maybe big things that's on your mind. Even if it's just something throughout the day that just feels like it's trying, let's go there. And let's really just try to empower you through those moments as well.
Hmm.
So definitely going to tap into that while really giving yourself that sense of, what's your story? How do we evolve that story to something that's empowering you versus it feeling like something got a hold of you? Sometimes we feel stuck. And when we
Yes,
feel stuck, that's the part where we really feel like, okay, I'm overwhelmed. But how do we change that narrative?
yes.
Instead of this situation happened to you and it really hurt you, how do I feel like, what message can I pull from so I feel more empowered to keep and to feel like this is my story, I own it, and I can keep moving forward?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. I'm like, oh, so many things, so many things. I'm like, yes, yes,
No,
yes.
doing good.
No, really, it just reminds me of like literally what we just said of like figuring out what is this best version of me and like we're going to be bringing the tools for that. And we're going to be bringing the tools for you to embrace this best version of you, whatever that looks like. Yeah, I got to know myself to know what triggers me. I got to know myself to know when I'm responding or reacting instead of responding to a trauma stimulant. I got to know myself. And so sometimes we need groups, we need connection, we need facilitators, such as licensed therapists like you and I, to be able to pull certain insight to even know what I know. And you said mindfulness. That's my little baby. I love mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is being present. Mindfulness is for me what you were describing. It sounds like being able to like hear my voice, like hear myself, like not only know myself but hear me, because a lot of times I feel like we go through life where we can know what feels right or we can know what, like, feels wrong, but do we really hear ourselves? Do we really honor ourselves in that way? And so this group is all about empowering women to like not only hear you, but honor you.
Make space
Honor you.
for you.
Make space for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I love that. One of my favorite tools that I'm looking forward to utilizing, one of my favorite mindfulness tools is to utilize guided meditations. I'm a big fan of meditations and just like mental training within itself, because we know that it, in order for me to not only hear myself and honor myself, I also have to have a mental strength and willpower to do that.
Right.
So meditations, oftentimes will help people gain that mental strength to like regulate regulate my emotions. I'm aware of what's happening within me. I hear me, and this is the way that I cater to me by regulating my emotions, putting myself in that meditative state, engaging in those meditations, calming my mind, calming my nervous system so that I can be mindful and live presently. It's
I
a
love that.
skill. It's a
It's
skill.
it's oh it's a strong skill,
It's a
because this
skill.
mind loves to take us places, and you know all these thoughts, these ruminating thoughts, and then to be able to say peace and
Mhm.
really be able to bring that to yourself. That's powerful. Absolutely.
Yeah. For sure. And that's one of my favorite things to do, is to be able to help guide and teach those kind of mental skills, because you deserve to get on top of your day. You deserve to dictate your energy for the day, your mood for the day, your mental space for the
Absolutely.
day. Sometimes it's just about learning and gaining that skill and knowing how to tap into that. Yeah.
Hmm.
And what a wonderful way to do it with other women who are genuinely wanting to do just that as well.
You
Yeah.
don't have to do it alone. I think that's the beauty of all of this. I think especially in this world, we walk alone, go to sleep alone, we do so many things, but we're making space to just say literally, this does not have to be a journey that you do alone.
Hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. So we got a lot of great things to look forward to. We're reclaiming our
And
peace.
it
We're reclaiming our mind. We're embracing our best
is
selves as we start off this year of 2024. What a beautiful way to start the year off, by investing in myself. The
yeah.
person, all those goals that we're writing down and the things we want to do on our vision board. Well, none of that's going to be possible if the powerhouse itself isn't in its best form or shape to perform or engage in those goals. So yeah, the best investment starts with self, so that you can be great and do all the things you want to do on your
Absolutely.
vision board. Right.
No, absolutely. You gotta show love to you. We're so quick to please other people, but what about the person that, like you said, maneuvers this whole life?
Yeah,
Without you, there is no life. So treat
exactly.
that, honor
Yeah.
that. Remember, whatever you need, that self-full, like people be saying all the time,
Yes.
becoming that, so you have that balance to always show love to you, regardless of how much you have to put out.
Mm,
Absolutely.
mm, mm, absolutely beautiful. Well, I'm excited.
Oh,
I'm
I'm excited
excited.
too.
I
Good.
can't wait. I cannot wait to
Starts when?
we
Hope people
started
hear
we
this
started next week.
next week
Started next
at
week.
7 p.m.
7
Absolutely.
p.m. So if you have not registered already, this is your last week. What we waiting on, sis?
That's a
We
good question.
we said it. We've already made that vision board. Let's go ahead and kick these things into action. What are we waiting on? So this is the last week. Let's go ahead and get registered. We're holding our group for about 8 to 10 weeks, so it's not a super long group at
That's
all. We're gonna
just
get
an
in.
hour
We're
a week.
gonna get what we
Absolutely.
need. Yes, and we're gonna get out. An hour a week dedicated to just you out of 24 hours in the day. I believe that you deserve at least that 1 hour to yourself. All right. So if you have any questions, if you are looking forward to joining the group, please make sure you reach out to hello@visionworkscoaching.com. That's hello@visionworkscoaching.com. And shoot an email. Shoot an email. Say, hey, sister, Soulful Sister Circle, and then as the subject, and all you got to do in the message part is just say, sign me up. Yeah, we know what you're talking about. We got you. Okay. So yeah, so reach out to us, Vision Works Counseling Coaching. And yeah, we just look forward to seeing you all there next Wednesday. Thank you, Miss Jolia, for joining
Yeah,
us. Anything
thank you.
else? Anything we left off? Anything you want to tell the people before we go?
Well, just enjoy the ride. It's going to be amazing. And please remember to show love to yourself always, every single
Mm,
day, so you can be prepared for this year and it'll be the year for you.
that's right. Love that. Thank you. I sure will, Miss Jolia. I'm gonna be showing some love to myself right now. I'm gonna run the bubble bath and get me something good to eat. So thank you. I
I
will
love
take you on that advice.
it.
All righty. Well, stay beautiful. Have a wonderful time, everyone out there, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. All right. Bye bye, y'all.